What's up, everybody, and welcome to the next installment of Dragon's Race to Infinity. Still in Halo 2, having a good old time. I think I made a mistake last time saying that we had played Metropolis. We had actually played Outskirts. We are now on Metropolis. So for those of you watching, if there was any confusion at the end of the last episode, I do apologize. I was looking at what the menu is saying the next level was, thinking that it was the level we just played. So I apologize. Still trucking strong. When we were in Outskirts, we had landed on Earth to repel some enemy ground forces that were coming at us. So now we're going to continue pushing them back until we repel the invasion force completely. Let's dive on in. Once again, part-time is 15 minutes. I don't anticipate beating that, but I do anticipate a lot of Covenant deaths. Could be a lot of my deaths, too. We'll see. Look at that thing. It takes out the whole bridge.
It blew right through us. 50 cal rockets didn't do a thing.
Heyo. That's fine.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit
He
the
just
ring.
got out of basic.
No, sir.
Then listen up. The chief is gonna jump in this tank, roll across the bridge, and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between
Language.
him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with it.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
I'm not sure
Thanks
he can
for the tank.
articulate that well with a
He
stogie
never gets
in his
me
mouth.
anything.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
I love the confidence in which Sergeant Johnson says that. He is an absolute jewel of a human being. Alright, let's let these Marines get on board. They're coming with me. Alright, so you saw that scarab take up the whole bridge. Just to give you a little bit of perspective on this as we blow up ghosts coming at us. This is essentially a 16-lane highway. And that thing is so big that it needs all 16 lanes to get across this bridge. That is massive. Yeah. So if I were to ever come across that going down, I don't know, a local interstate where I live, I'm just gonna find a way to not be where I am. Definitely not going after it. I'm not sure I would go after it even if I did have this monster of a tank. Love this tank because it reloads much faster than the F1 tank. Alright, that mortar should not have hit us. And when I say it should not have, I mean to say I should have moved. Alright.
I don't want to go
Okay, I
all
got a
hippie
little
on you,
too
but we
close.
are hair freaking free, man.
Ooh. Overkill out of that one. He's up there. Get him. Yep, you kind of squished yourself there. Missed. What is going on here? You guys saw that, right? That was the weirdest thing. Okay. Get the tank. Can't get distracted. That elite is not having the best of days. What was that little weird teleporty thing? I don't know if this thing, it's definitely not dead. Now it's dead. Okay. I was like, I'm not sure if this thing is dead or not, and then it like looks at me. There's a hole. How did the scarab not fall in that hole? Like, you're gonna tell me that it's gonna, you know what, it probably did step over it. What am I saying? Ooh, more guns. Guns are good.
Everyone be cool.
Can I get this?
What?
I don't think I've ever actually been able to destroy that before. Oh, but I can get that. I know I can. Drop it. Drop it. Good. Ha ha ha. That's one less tank we gotta worry about later. Woo! How exciting. Alright, so moving right along. Any bad guys coming up yet? Should be. There we go. I was gonna say, should be some more ghosts. And we got 2 rocket dudes now, so. Yay, nice. And here we go. Saving the day, one exploded ghost at a time.
Heads up!
Well, he technically survived that. Oop. Go for 3? Nope, nope, that one didn't flip. Oh well. Oh yeah, those probably landed far enough back, I'm not gonna worry about them. Oh! That gives new meaning to the word lamping. I lamped him real good. So you guys, if I seem a whole lot more animated in this video, it's because I absolutely love this level, if for no other reason than I've got this massive tank. And I do a lot of fun stuff with it, so. These Banshees are going to be hard to hit, because they're still aerial vehicles, so they've got a lot more maneuverability than I do on the ground. So it's going to be kind of hard to lead them. And as I say that, I just perfectly lead them. Anyway, it will be slightly more difficult to lead them in that they are aerial vehicles. So I will not get off one-shots. I should probably worry about who's coming up next. There should be a tank or 2. But I do have my explodey guys, so shouldn't be too difficult. Another Banshee. Oh, he definitely got that one. Definitely a plus to having the rocket guys. The rockets do track. So in Halo 2, you can actually lock onto your targets with the rocket launcher, and the computer knows how to do that, so that's why you want to keep these guys alive as long as possible.
Another contact.
We're just going to be massive overkill in here, because all we've got really to worry about. I think we've got a couple ghosts in here, but more likely it's just going to be personnel, so. Gonna be me doing a lot of explosions. And we got a warthog to boot, so there you go, even more. So I'll let him be the guinea pig. Show me where all the bad guys are. There we go.
Stay sharp.
Dig in!
Alright, move. Because because for those of you who thought this was the end of the line for our tank, you could not be more wrong. I am going to end up killing some of these Marines because they have no idea what they're doing. Yep, I knew that was coming. Alright, who did that? I'm a little bit mad because now I gotta do this all over again. Move! Alright, I don't have time for your nonsense. We're gonna get this polygon through. There we go. And didn't end up killing anybody this time around. There we go. That's a bit cleaner. Yep, those rocket guys can't be doing that in close quarters. The tank is sniper proof, so there we go. Remember how I said this was going to be massive overkill? That's why. Yeah, okay, that was my mistake. I'm sorry. But you guys really don't need to be leading in front of a tank. That's all I gotta say.
Now, plow into it. Relax.
I will not relax. This is a tank. Alright. Yeah, he's good.
Shotgun.
Now, this move right here is really just for bragging rights to say I brought it all the way to the end of the tunnel because our next stop is through that door and you legit can't get this through the door. So, unfortunate as it is, we must leave it here.
Push right on through.
I do want this, however, because where we go
Now
next,
that was schooling, okay?
I'm gonna want some long distance shooting. First things first, get rid of this guy. Now, see what they're doing right now is they're trying to pick off Johnson and a Gosshog. And we don't want Johnson to get picked off in a Gosshog because he's doing really well as a distraction. And I need him to continue doing well as a distraction.
Use you on the gun, Chief.
I know you can. This is where I'm going. So we got some ghosts that are probably coming up soon. Oh, there he is.
Spotted another one.
Where? Alright, so now that we've taken care of these guys, we should have a couple more ghosts in the next round. But our real target is the tank.
Lock and load, full auto.
I mean, there is no full auto in a Gosshog. Thanks for playing. And at this point, I have decided that Johnson is a terrible driver. Good distraction, terrible driver. So,
All right, time to earn your check. Lock and load.
sir, you need to earn your check. Alright, so take care of those. What I'm about to do here the ghosts come. See, what you can do is navigate the tank's guns, right? You can get right up on it and start hitting the driver. And if you do it carefully enough, what I mean by carefully enough is not just wail on it. You can kill just the driver and get the tank. So now I got a big old Wraith tank. Are you good? Yep, you're good. Okay. I just want to enjoy this for a second. Don't ruin this for me, guy. What are you doing? Oh, that's what you're doing. There we go. Okay. So, you try to go through here and you immediately notice this thing is too big. So, wouldn't it be great if these fins weren't just here? The solution to that is... There's one. Let's wait for the shields to charge. And... Stop. You do have to mitigate the fact that more ghosts eventually do come. That's a good ghost. That's a bad ghost. And that's a gone bad ghost. Alright, so back to our fin problem. There we go. And suddenly the Wraith fits through. And we are once again sniper proof. And you might be thinking, oh, so you can't boost anymore because you got rid of the fins. Not true. The boost still exists. Physically impossible, but hey, I'm not complaining.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief.
That's
Concentrate on the Wraiths. They're the biggest threat.
Yep, they sure are. There's one. Like that. Cleared the way. Now, once again, we do have to say goodbye to our beautiful Wraith tank because it is time to continue on foot. It would be time to continue on foot if we didn't have a Phantom inbound. Let's get back in the Wraith. Take care of this. Guns, you become super ineffective. Go away. Now it should be time. Unless there's another. Yeah, just make it preparations. Don't you just hate it when you get turned around in the middle of your invasion? Alright, doors open. That means it's actually time to exit. Take good care of her, boys.
Day company, CP's this way. The lieutenant got hit as soon as we got there.
Who's in charge now, Corporal?
Sergeant Banks, ma'am. He's up top.
Oh, look at there.
When I asked for reinforcements, I didn't think they'd send a Spartan.
Well, you got me, so... I'm not sure how that tank got there so fast, but I'm a little upset that it did not try to get out. I could start shooting at him, but it would be literally a waste of bullets. And he's already got the waste of bullets thing covered, so we're just gonna wait for this animation to go. And I have been stepped on that foot by that footbar before, so you can die. Alright. Here we go. Killing up the stairs. We're actually gonna board that scarab. But not right away. We're gonna thin it out a little bit. This. And take this. There's a whole crew on there that we have to deal with. And the last thing is jumping on board. Trying to work them up that way. Lovely folks at Bungie and later Microsoft were kind enough to give us a bunch of weapons. Should be some more rockets around here somewhere. There we go. 6 more rockets. That sounds like a deal. Let's be careful. This is one where leading the target is ridiculously important. Because that rocket will not go where you are. Did he just jump off? I kind of hope he made it.
There's another one.
Fish him out. Alright, so 3 more rockets. I think I pushed it. I'm not sure. We'll save a couple just in case. Pick up some more, get some grenades. All is right with the world. Now we're going to extend this bridge to traffic.
Can't go any further this way. We have it trapped.
Which, I'm not sure why I can't go any further this way, because, like, it's right there.
Chief, you're going to have to board the scarab.
Oh, I'm well aware. I don't have to board it, you know, stupidly. Hooah! See? Now the only people we can use is these fellas. Whoa! Didn't mean to be blown this far forward. Silver leaves, tough. Alright, that was just fun. Now let's turn this bad boy off. We're gonna start doing explosions.
That's right, you mothers! Run!
Not if we can help it, Sergeant. Extract the chief and return to an amberclad.
Roger that. Status.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander. All Vector 2 heavies for star side intercept.
Bam! Flip space rupture off the target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no
That's
time,
not
sir.
good.
Green light to engage.
Glad you're understanding.
Punch it. Get us close.
Ma'am, without a destination solution.
We are not losing that ship.
of the needle you do not want to be a part of. And that's why it's very dangerous to do a slip space jump inside of an atmosphere. Because in space, there's very little to push around when that burst of energy comes forth. So you just got to be, clear of the event. In the atmosphere, there's air and dust and all manner of other things that you can push, and that exerts a lot of force. But that's it for Dragon Science lesson about fictional light speed travel. Anyway, that was such a fun time. Our next episode, we will actually be switching storylines for a second. We will be assuming the role of the Arbiter. The Arbiter is actually a shipmaster elite that we didn't see in Halo 1, but apparently he was there. Failed to stop Master Chief from blowing up the ring, and now has assumed this kind of pseudo-leader role where essentially he has to go on suicide missions in order to redeem himself. And we'll explore his story a little bit next time. But as for this episode, guys, as I always say, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all else, be safe. It has been a blast being on this journey together with you, and I will see you guys next time. All right, bye.